Hey, my super beautiful, lovely souls. It's Lizzie the Lightworker here, and welcome to my channel, Rainbow Moon Readings, where I like to do everything with positivity, light, and love, and for healing purposes. If you're joining me for the first time, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button and consider maybe sticking around so you can see all the different types of readings that I do. And I like to take viewers' request readings a lot, so stay tuned. Today we're working on a viewer's request twin flame union for a Leo divine male and a Gemini divine female. And basically, guys, if you've been watching my twin flame videos, what I like to do is I like to get information about each one, each energy. So in the Leo, the divine male energy, what's going on with him, how is he feeling, maybe some of his wants, his needs, his desires, maybe some things that he's working on, okay, his hopes for the future, how does he feel about this relationship. Same thing with our Gemini divine female. And then I like to see sort of in the middle, how do they come together as a relationship, as a union? What are some things that might need work? Some things that, coming together, maybe some challenges, okay, things like that. And I'm going to use my Rider-Waite deck, and then I have a new deck that I'm going to pull towards the end just for sort of an affirmation card. This is my Butterfly Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Let me know if you guys would like to see a flip through on this deck. Hit that like button and leave me a comment, and I'd be glad to do a flip through for you guys. If you're interested in it and you want to use it or buy it, just let me know, okay? All right, so let's get right into this. What we're going to do is we're going to get our divine male's energy, see what's going on with our divine male here. Okay, yeah, so I'm feeling like right off the bat, he's very, very sad here, okay? I'm already sensing that these two are in a separation period, okay? I feel like he is very depressed. He's sort of blaming himself or feeling like he needs to maybe apologize here, okay? There's a lot of guilt. I'm feeling like he's in a lot of sort of grieving, energy, like a grievance energy. He's also not looking to the bright side of anything at this time. Often in the Five of Cups, I say you're really focused on what's spilled right in front of you, but you don't see what's behind you, which can represent options, okay? Or like it's not all that bad. But yeah, he's definitely in a very solemn, very sad energy. Definitely thinking about the past. He has lots of regrets here, okay? He's thinking about also too reflecting about the past a lot, okay? I feel like he might be even stuck in the past. Maybe this is in regards to his relationship with his twin, and he's thinking about them being together and past memories, and he's thinking of the nostalgia of a time when they were together, okay? To me, the Six of Cups says that, you're in an energy where you're very nostalgic, you are thinking about the past all the time, you may even be like going to places that you used to go together to try to feel that energy, or you're playing songs that remind you of this person, or looking at pictures, okay? That's definitely where he's at right now. He's also very blocked. He's sort of refusing to move on here, okay? So he's definitely thinking about her, and he doesn't want to move on. He just doesn't see that happening at this time. He's also very closed off. He's not letting anything in, and he's not letting anything out, okay? And what is behind this is very, very emotional. Sorry, guys, that's my coffee pot. It's very emotional, okay? And that's where I'm getting, the blockage. It's more of a mental thing where, you just don't think this is ever going to get better. You don't think you're ever going to recover. You don't think you're ever going to get out of this energy or this situation of feeling sad and feeling just very down in the dumps, okay? Yeah, okay, it's definitely about blockage. I also feel like he maybe at some point had to make a decision here when it came to her. I don't know if there's children involved, or if he has children, or if they have children together, okay? I'm just throwing it out there. But if so, there was maybe a decision that had to be made about children or about their kids. If not, then I feel like he definitely has a very youthful energy too, where he is playful and fun and almost childlike. There could be also some issues with his inner child or past as a child, okay? He might be having some issues there where he's holding on to lots of regrets and a lot of sorrows and a lot of maybe even traumas from childhood, okay? Could have been interfering a little bit with his relationship with his divine female here, okay? All right, so let's get into our Gemini here, our Gemini divine female. Okay, she's also holding on. Okay, at this time, I don't know exactly what caused this separation. I'm going to get into that. Hopefully the cards will let us know. But I'm feeling like, yeah, she's definitely holding on here too. She does not want to move on either. I think she's had options or choices to move on. But she's just sort of, thinking about the memories and thinking about the times that she had with him as well. Holding on to the memories very fondly, very strongly. Almost like when you don't want to budge, you're not budging on this. I feel like there may be something along the lines of communication. I don't know if that was an issue between the two of them. Or maybe they didn't communicate as good as they could have. I feel like too that she's definitely the type of woman that's very almost like a Mother Earth. She's like nature, nurture, very comfortable person to be around, very loving, very supportive, empathetic, compassionate, all those things. Again, with the Empress, to me, that is a mother or a mother card. I don't know, again, if they have children together or if, she wanted children with him. But I'm sensing that there's a motherly energy here to her. Yeah, with the Ace of Swords, I feel like there might be some new clarities for her, some new ideas for clarity, maybe some clarity of her own beliefs. Maybe she's had to sit for quite some while and think things through and think things over and think about what went wrong between them, think about maybe ways that she could have fixed it or wanted to fix it, or ways that he should have tried to fix it. But yeah, I feel like, she's very intelligent here. So she uses her rational mind for things, where he might be in more of a, sort of a not a fantasy thinking, but he's definitely not in reality here, okay? At least not with this Five of Cups here. And certainly not with this Two of Swords, okay? And certainly when he's thinking about the past so much, again, I'm feeling like there was a choice here. Like a choice that had to be made, or he turned his back on something. I don't know if it has to do with his children. Like I said, I'm just getting that, guys. Whatever resonates, keep. Whatever doesn't, just, toss it out, okay? Because the messages could be for somebody else. But yeah, so let's see, as a couple. Let's see, what's going on, as a couple. All right, I'm seeing lots of confusion. Not knowing what way to go, not knowing what way to choose. I feel like this is more on his part, okay? He's got more of a regretful, stuck in the past, stuck period type of an energy. Like he's just stuck, period, okay? Confusion, not knowing what way to choose, what way to go. There's lots of options on the table, maybe between the two of them, okay? Maybe he had big ideas for you both as a couple here. And maybe he just couldn't put his finger on the right idea or the right way to go or the right, option when it came to this relationship. Okay, to me, this says fantasy thinking. I don't know, too. Sometimes I'm going to throw it out there. To me, this says there could be some mental issues or issues with, maybe substance abuse, mainly alcohol. I'm just throwing it out there. But to me, this is somebody that cannot make up their mind. I feel like this relationship needed to be reevaluated as well. Coming together, I feel like it was very confusing maybe at some point. Yes, and stuck, okay? This is, to me, it's like the prison you put yourself in, the mental prison. It's really, to me, it's like feeling trapped in your own mind, in your own thoughts. Okay, so I don't know if our Gemini feels that way. I'm feeling like, because Geminis are the thinkers, I'm feeling like she might feel that way. She might feel like she's imprisoned by this whole relationship, like she just can't move on, she can't move forward. She had a lot of ideas about the way she wanted it to go. I just feel like they weren't on the same page as far as what they both wanted at the same time. I'm feeling like, yeah, they both might even feel like this, okay? Because I feel like they're both not moving on. There's no movement here for either of them so far. I feel like they're both just sort of like, sort of stagnant in the past of this relationship. I mean, it's like it was intense. It was intense, you know? Hard to move on when you have such intensities, and you just feel like, you just don't want to let go, and you want it back. You want it back, but you want it back in the right way. You want to eliminate whatever was wrong here, and you want all the good things. Sometimes that can't always happen, and then sometimes that's why we go into separations, because we have to go on to deal with our own personal issues, our own personal problems, so our energies can sync up and we can better align ourselves with our twin. Okay, yeah, there's some ego here too, okay? I feel like ego, maybe sabotage. I don't know if this is on our Gemini side. I don't know if, starting out, she had a lot of good energy for this relationship, and then somewhere, she may have felt like she needed to win all the arguments, or, sort of like be heard, okay? Like when she was gonna talk to him or argue or communicate with him, she definitely had to be heard without reservation, okay? There may have been some hurtful words that were exchanged here. I'm feeling that a lot. We're getting a lot of swords here, okay? So swords to me says a lot of conflicts, a lot of confusion, a lot of mental anguish. So yeah, I feel like working on ego here is an issue, and sort of letting fights go when you need to. Like, don't rehash the past. Like, once the past is done, the past is done. I feel like there's some kind of a defeated feeling here, okay? I feel like our Leo sort of feels a little bit defeated here because he's stuck in this energy of the past. I just feel like she's a bit more mature. I mean, mentally, emotionally, all those things. I feel like she's more mature. I feel like he's more in an immature energy, and it's sort of holding him back from growth. If that makes any sense, guys. Okay, so let's just see here. And the Magician says that, if you work on these things separate, okay? He obviously has some issues to work on about the past, about himself. Okay, sometimes to me this card says you don't see yourself in a good light. You don't have a good self-esteem, or you blame yourself for things a lot, or you're just stuck in sort of a low energy where no matter what you do, maybe you don't want to face things about yourself, so it keeps you down, keeps you in that lower energy. Okay, I feel like she's holding on to this as well. Like I said, to her, communication is it's huge. She has to have communication, okay? But she can't focus everything on communication, because sometimes you're not going to always get the answers that you want, or you're not always going to you're just not always going to get it out of the person at the time. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, they might not be ready to talk. They might not be ready to open up. And a Gemini typically would want that right away. They need that. That's how they build intimacy, okay? The Magician says, though, if you work on these things, I do feel like there will be a chance to come back to this, revisit it. I think that this is a good pairing. I think that it can work. I think that they both really love each other here, because they're both thinking about each other very heavily. Life has not been the same without each other, okay? They're sort of both struggling with that. But the Magician to me says manifest. So manifest what you need to do to fix the things that you need to fix in your own lives. And once you have done that and drop any ego issues, I feel like you can come back and be stronger and sort of blossom and bloom and grow together, okay? Because the Magician is about growth as well. All right, I'm gonna pull one more card, okay, from the Butterfly Oracle cards. You are stronger than you know. It's absolutely beautiful, okay? So if either of you are seeing this, if our divine male Leo is seeing this, our divine female Gemini is seeing this video, you just know that in the separation periods is very difficult. It hurts more than any other relationship you've ever had, because you just have this immense cord, this immense tie to your twin. Nothing can sever it, okay? But during these times is time for growth, movement, and raising your vibration and taking care of yourself. This is telling you you're stronger than you know, dealing with these things, okay? Use that inner strength to keep going and keep progressing. Okay, guys? I love all of you. Thank you so much for watching and checking me out. Please hit that like and that subscribe button so you can stick around and see more videos and content from Lizzie the Lightworker. Catch you on the next one.